Alrighty guys, Azek here bringing you another Dragon Ball Legends TOP walkthrough video. So I was away, I was out of town for the past couple of days. That's why we haven't gotten an updated TOP video right here, right? But we are back. We're going to be hopping right into this. We're going to be trying to make it as speedily as possible, and it's going to be the entire walkthrough. Right, it's going to be the entire walkthrough. That way we can go ahead and make sure that we actually finish the board, right? So let's go ahead and just dive right in. All right, so the first fight we're going to be going against is this 5-fist stage right here, and it's going to be a very easy one indeed. 3 reds right here, so you already know we're going to bring in both of our blues. Let's get right into it. So I actually want to do this. I think this is going to be optimal for this stage right here, bringing in 3 blues and double purples with both of our healers right here, right? So let's try this out. So another little tip that I like to do right here is I'll reset all of this. And I do like to filter by key restore speed. That way you kind of get a broad idea of where your units are going to attack, right? Because the key restore speed does dictate your own attack order. Like for example, this Piccolo, he has 2,664. I know he's probably going to be attacking first. The blues all kind of attack in order. That's kind of nice. So with that being said, we'll get the red out of this red specifically, right? Because this Trunks does have a buff against regeneration. Then we'll get a green. We'll get Kakarot Goku, Kefla, and then we will get the Cell, and then Gotenks at the very end. So honestly, I think that was perfect. I think that was a perfect formation, perfect attack order, perfect everything. 1.3 million points. Everyone is in great standing. Purple Janemba even already has access to a super attack. Got the full kill. So now let's go ahead and move on. Immediately to the right of us, we do have this 5-fist stage against GT. I'm not that scared of this one either. So this is the formation here. Both of our purples will be sitting on the backup right here, simply because there's 2 yellows on the opposing team. Alright, for this, I think we go for Red Omega here, honestly. And then we go for the Blue Sin Shenron, Yellow Sin Shenron, and then we'll go for Blue Ice, this Nova, and then Ultra Omega at the very end. We have already discussed we'll go for Ultra Omega at the very end just because of the fact that he buffs his GT allies upon getting hit. Alright, so unfortunate for us right there, we did not get the full kill. We did not have the firepower whatsoever, right? If we had maybe the super attack right here, honestly, if we just had the Zenkai for the baby 2, I think we would have been okay right there. Also, Red Janemba doesn't really pack a punch, right? I think that is also an issue that we're running into right here. We did get everyone but the Nova Shenron. Another thing that I did not have right there is I didn't have this guy on blast, which he does favor, so now we do. Alright, so next stage, we do have a 5-fist stage. It's going to be against Team Bardock. Again, a team that I'm not too worried about. We just got to worry about Fasha since she's going to be giving support and heals. Alright, so this is the team formation we'll be using right here. Janemba will be able to get his super attack here as well, so I think that's important to note. Alright, so for attack order, I know my Janemba is going to have a super attack available to him, so let's go for this guy. I think it'll be easy kill there. And then Baby's going to also be able to get a super attack. We might be able to get the kill right there. Then Fasha. And then let's get this Bardock before, because I want to go ahead and get rid of him because he does have a cover change available to him. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to cover any of the previous selected characters. Then we'll go for this guy, and then the Shigesh at the very end. Alright, so we did get the full kill right there, but only because we relied on super attacks. Again, we really do need these super attacks coming out for us right here, right? That's why I did I was debating on bringing Bootanks over this Piccolo right here. Maybe we should have done that instead, but either way, he'll still be building super attacks here as well. Or honestly, again, I really think this Red Janemba, I just wish he got a Zenkai or something. I don't know, he needs something. We maybe should have had a stronger red on our team, but we did get the full kill right there. I'm not too worried about our HP, honestly. Alright, next fight is a 3-fist stage against God Key. So this one can be tricky, but it's only 3 fists, and I think we got this in the bag. Alright, so this is the setup we'll use right here. So 3 blues, double purples, and then our green Fat Boo right here, who will be getting his super attack. This Piccolo will also be getting his super attack. That's why he's on the special move tile right there. And this Janemba might get his as well. Alright, so for attack order, we get Tapion out of the way, right? We don't want him to reduce any of our super gauges down to 0 on the start of turn 2. Then we'll get Beerus so we don't get stunned at the start of turn 2 as well. And then we'll take out another red, another green, Vegito Blue, MUI at the very end. Hopefully Vegito Blue doesn't hit us with a double strike attack. Alright, pretty easy fight right there, guys. Like I said, 3/5 stage, you don't have to worry about it too much. Bring in both of my Z tier units, try to get as much points as possible, and we got the full kill. So now we are at our 5th win streak bonus. Things are looking so good, I might even consider going for this stage, but unfortunately it brought no yellows on my team, right? So with triple purple right there, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but I do suppose... I don't know. I feel like we're in such a healthy state right here, especially because we don't have a strong red. This actually might be just as difficult. We should just go for this one and deviate a little bit. If you guys are a little bit unsure about this, let me go through the stage, and if it isn't right for you, you can easily go for this one. This is still an easy fight that you can choose. Alright, so I think we are best off leaving both of our greens on the bench just because of the triple purples, right? And then we'll bring in our triple blues here, and hopefully they put in work. So we'll do red, purple, red, purple, red, purple, right? We'll get Cooler out of the way because I think he's like the biggest offensive threat, and then we'll get the support Frieza out of the way, right? And then we'll get the Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 since they have a high key restore speed. And this guy, red metal Cooler, and then Mecha Frieza at the very end. Alright, so honestly, we took a lot of damage right there. Right, but look at this. This to me is taking a lot of damage. 1.8 million points. We did get the full kill indeed. I think we would go ahead and run it the exact same way if we had to go against the stage again. All right, so next we do have a 5/5 stage. It doesn't look that bad, but it can be, right? So we do have the Sagas from the movie stage. Let's get into our layout. All right, so now we just go back to this, right? Team formation, we got double heals right here. We got some Zenkai units at the top. We got unZenkai units at the bottom. These guys specifically getting the better heals from Super Baby 2. And this guy also getting his super attack, and he has a relatively high key restore speed, so he'll use that early on. All right, so for attack order, we'll get Tapion first, and then Dragon Fist Goku. Turles, because he has the debuffs, and then we'll get Slug, Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, and then Purple Goku at the very end. That might be a mistake, because Fat Boo might take a lot of damage from him, but it's fine. Alright, so again, got the full kill. For a 5/5 stage, that was really easy. I think we're going to breeze through this. I legitimately think we're going to breeze through this. Regeneration is the move. Alright, once again, we will go straight up 4/5 stage. This is a very easy fight as well. Even though we have a lot of blues, we're not going to bring in all of our blues right here, right? We have some very important targets to take out first. Alright, so this is the formation we'll be using right here. Janemba on the special move tile. That way he can get the extra special move damage. And then our lower HP units are going to be getting the heals from Baby, right? Because I want this Piccolo to get some heals. He's already low in HP, 62%. I honestly don't think I have him Zenkai boot. Yeah, I don't have his Zenkai panels unlocked. That's why he's kind of underperforming here a little bit. Alright, so we're going to do, since our purple Janemba is going to be super attacking first, let's get Vados out of the way and then try to get Champa. This might be a mistake. You guys might want to attack Champa first because he can't stun you at the start of turn 2. But we're going to go ahead and give this a shot. And then we'll go ahead and go back to a green unit. Let's get Kefla, this Kale, Kaba, and then hit at the very end due to his green card being able to counter both a strike and a blast. Alright, so that one we got a little bit screwed. We got very, very unlucky in terms of damage taken with this purple nail right here, right? Because guess who attacked him? Twice! Yes, it was the yellow hit indeed, right? Because of course we did save him for last because of that green card, but it just... I mean, I wish he would have just attacked the purple Janemba or something, right? Or better yet, the red Janemba. Come on. RNG will screw you over in this game from time to time. Alright, so next we are going to be getting into somewhat of a difficult stage, 5/5 stage against Sagas from the movies. Let's go into our layout. This is the team formation we'll be using right here. Triple blues and double purples plus our green. I think this actually is a pretty good setup, a pretty good composition. Alright, so attack order, we'll get Gogeta out of the way first, right? Because he's the biggest threat. Start at turn 3, he will get a guaranteed super attack, and then Janemba, because remember, our Piccolo is going to super attack at the start of the second turn. So I kind of want to just go ahead and get him out of the way. We might as well, right? And then we'll get another green unit, we'll get the purple Goku, EX, and then the God Vegeta. Alright, I'm not going to lie to you guys, that one is very easy, bro. Actually easy mode. So 1.6 million, we did get the full kill. Nail got hit 3 times in the very first turn, so I mean he kind of got a little bit of a hill right there, but we're just getting really unlucky. It's kind of hard to get him back to full HP here. All right, next we do have this 5/5 stage, and honestly this looks pretty easy, right? So honestly we're just gonna do this because we lack a strong yellow and we also lack a strong red. I don't want to just overload us on blues here, but it looks like we're gonna have to, right? If you feel like your blues are low in HP, I don't think your blues are gonna be low in HP, but if you do feel like it, just go ahead and swap one of them out for this green Piccolo, I suppose. All right, so let's get this purple Chi-Chi out of the way, get some type neutral damage, then this blue 21, all right, blue 21. And then let's get this support Baby Vegeta out of the way. This guy, Sin Shenron, and then purple. I like over purple 21 last. I know that's kind of like controversial. A lot of people like getting her earlier on just because she can ramp up her damage. But I noticed that even if she gets damage onto Fat Boo, it doesn't feel significant. All right, so coming out of that one, 1.4 million points, but we did not get the full kill, bro. So maybe we should have actually targeted the purple 21 before the Sin Shenron. because we would have rushed to Shinron, and I think we would have killed him on the rush right there. We still are doing great here overall in terms of HP, so I guess that's okay. So now we have our 10th win streak bonus right here against this incredibly easy stage. We already know the setup. And this is the setup we will be using. This Blue Piccolo actually will be able to get a super attack off, right? 20% plus the 3% you just gain upon entry will get him to 100%. And we'll actually use the same attack order here too, right? So Trunks, because he does have the buff against regeneration, then Cell, Kakarot Goku, Kefla, Cell, and then the red Gotenks after he's de-transformed. Alright, honestly, that was perfect. Absolutely beautiful right there. 2.4 million points, right? That's our 10th win streak bonus. Nail is finally starting to get some hills. The only thing that I would honestly do different that I have to remember here is if we do come across the stage again, I go for the Kefla first instead of the Cell, right? That way we can avoid a Kefla attack in that first turn because the Cell actually does have a relatively high key restore speed. And so next we do have another easy fight right ahead of us. Even though it's a 5th stage, this is something that we are okay with. Alright, so this is the team formation we'll be using right here. Only opting for one of our purples, right? This Nail, 61% HP. We need to keep him high. This guy's actually going to be getting a super attack here, so that's good for us. Alright, so attack order is fairly simple here. Since we are getting the super attack with our Red Janemba, get this guy out of the way before he transforms. Then purple Bojack, because at the end of turn 2, he will super attack us, right? And then we'll start working on some of these reds. We'll get this guy, this guy, this guy, and then Super Saiyan 3 at the very end, since he can mitigate a blast card. Alright, yeah, we're kind of chilling right here. Another 2 million points, basically. We did get the full kill, and we are getting super attacks. Nail's getting back up there in HP right here. So, I mean, regeneration, just incredibly safe. Alright, so next we have the same exact fight. 3/5 stage, right? This is going to be easy once again. So we will use the exact same formation right here. Piccolo is going to be doing the super attack this time around. We'll still get the yellow Gohan. Alright, so honestly though, I think this time we go for yellow Gohan first still, and then we go for a red, and then this guy, purple Kid Buu, Nappa, and then Goku at the very end. It's ridiculous how easy this is becoming, right? So again, 1.5 million still, even after the 3-fist. We did get the full kill. Everyone's looking great. We're almost back to full HP with the Nail too. And so next we do have a 5-fist stage. So since we're almost at the second half of the board with almost no consequences, I think we do have to just keep going for the 5-fist stages, right? This is going to be an easy fight though, so don't even worry about it. So this is what we'll be using right here. Honestly, I think personally this would be better, but just for the sake of points, we're gonna go ahead and do this. Alright, so we'll go for red here first, I think, right? And then we'll get an easy green. Let's go for double greens here, actually. We'll get double greens, then this Frieza, then Vegeta, and then this cooler at the very end. Remember, when you hit this cooler, he does get, like, he buffs his allies. There we go. 1.9 million points. Almost got the 2 milli. We did get the full kill, though. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and head over to this 5-fist stage right here. It does have Kaioken Goku on it. Kaioken Goku and this full power Frieza. Both of these guys, this guy will get a guaranteed super attack. This guy will get one if you use a blast card on him. So this is the team formation we're going to be using right here. I am going to put Nail on the bench just because of the 2 yellows being there. And if you want to avoid the Frieza super attacks by all means possible, just swap your characters over to strike base with their strategies, right? Just clicking that little button. I'm going to go ahead and just risk it for the biscuit and just keep everyone on blast because a lot of my units are blast based. And I kind of don't want to lose out on all that damage, right? Like those 3 are strikes. So I have 3 strike and 3 blast. So, you know, I'm going to go ahead and just keep it as is. Alright, so the first unit we'll take out is Kaioken Goku, and then a green just because we have 3 blues, right? We need to work on these greens as soon as possible. Then we'll go ahead and rotate to this EX Zanya, then this Gohan, Namek Goku, and then the full power Frieza at the very end. I do recommend going for him at the very end if you are not swapping your strategy over to strike base. Alright, so we did end up getting hit by the super attack by Frieza at the very end, but thankfully it was basically Fat Buu took it, right? So Fat Buu took the super attack. You guys already know Fat Buu is extremely tanky. We did get the full kill right there. Everything's gravy. Alright, so now for our 15th win streak bonus, I do have it marked on my original pathing to go for this stage right here. I do think this is the easier stage, by the way, right? I do think it's the easier stage, but honestly, we don't have a yellow unit, so it might be a little bit difficult. This stage was something that I kind of wanted to avoid because these guys all buff regeneration, right? I mean, except for Hercule.
But Boo-Tanks is a little bit of an issue right here. But if you have the key restore speed, which I think we do, plus you have key recovery tiles on your board, I think this one, as long as you can get Boo-Tanks first and foremost, I think you're going to be good here. We're going to go for this one just to maximize our points. Alright, so this is the team formation we're going to be using right here. We do still have both of our Z tier units on the board, but now we're bringing in the double greens right here. That way we can just go ahead and handle the Boo-Tanks as soon as possible. Alright, so for attack order, I do want to go for Boo-Tanks first, because he will get that guaranteed super attack. Then we'll go for Buhan since he has really high key restore speed. Then the Kid Boo, this purple one, and then Fat Boo, and then Hercule at the very end. Hercule at the very end just because he will buff his allies once he's like below 40% HP, I believe. Alright, so honestly that one was a little bit difficult, mostly because, so basically what had happened there is I also forgot another one of Hercule's abilities, something that I did not take into accounting, is the fact that he also inflicts you with an attribute downgrade minus 15 to key recovery, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it did affect me there because we weren't able to get enough units to attack before the Boo-Tanks actually was able to attack. I probably should have put both of my greens on the key restore speed tiles now that I'm thinking about it, now that I'm looking back on it. Maybe that would have worked. So that was I think that was our biggest mistake there. We did get hit by the Boo-Tank super attack. Alright, so next fight is a lot more easier on us, right? It's going to be the triple greens right here. We do have multiple purples, so this will be okay. We just got to sub out some of the blues. Alright, so we will be doing this. It might be a little bit risky actually bringing the Super Baby 2 out of commission, putting him on the bench since he's our best healer, right? It's undeniable. And just keeping in the Fat Boo right here to heal our EXs, but we'll see what happens right here. We do have a special move tile slot for Janemba, just in case he does get hit with the blast attack. He will get 100%. This guy will get his super attack on turn 2, I believe, right, because he gets a 20% plus a 3% at the start of each turn. So let's start with the red first. We'll get this guy out of the way, and then a green, an easy green with the Shisami. Then we'll go for this yellow Frieza. We'll go for this. We'll actually go double greens, right, on the 4th and 5th slot, and then take out the purple cooler at the very end. Alright, so again, very easy fight. We got 5.7 million points off of that, and we did get the full kill as well. So once again, we are going to take on another 5-fist fight right here. Everyone's pretty healthy, so I think it's worth just going for as much points as possible at this point in time. So honestly, I kind of want to just do this again. Same team formation and stuff like that, right? Like, as long as we have both of our Z tier units, we have our A tier unit with the red Janemba and stuff like that, I think this will be okay. Alright, so this is the team formation we're going to be using right here. We got double greens, double purple, and then double blues. I think this will be fine. Alright, so attack order, Gogeta will be targeted first, just because he will get this guaranteed super attack on turn 3 plus a stun. You don't want to deal with that at all. Then we'll go for a blue unit, go back to a green, go back to a blue. Then we'll get the purple Godku, and then Janemba at the very end. We always favor him at the very end, right? Because we were using him, he does have a stun of his own. Alright, so coming out of that one right there, we did end up having to use the Rising Rush, but I think that's fine. Again, 5.6 million points right there. We did get the full kill as well. So next we have a really easy stage, this 4th stage to the right of us. It is the Kid Gohan stage. As long as you kill Kid Gohan, you'll be good. Alright, so this is the team formation we'll be using right here. And I'm only using this team formation because we have super attacks available to us, right? So this guy will be getting his super attack before my purple Janemba, right? Because he's going to get 20% plus a 3%. That's going to be at 100%. This guy's at 100%. We're going to be able to get the Kid Gohan and the Beerus out in turn 1. But we are going to do exactly that. We're actually going to Kid Gohan, Beerus. We'll get Bulma, right? We'll get the Bulma. And then we will go for Whis, Piccolo, and then Shallot. And we're doing excellent right here. Right, that was perfect. 7 million points off of that. Everyone's looking pretty decent except for this Piccolo. And keep in mind, I think honestly it's because I don't have this Piccolo Zenkai boosted, right? I don't have his Zenkai panels unlocked. So if you guys have his Zenkai panels unlocked, you're probably having an easier time than I am. Alright, for the next stage, we are going straight up. So 3-5 stage, it's a 3-5 stage, so it's kind of a little bit disappointing, right? But it is against Ginyu Force. It's not going to be that difficult for you guys. Alright, so this is the team formation we'll be using right here. And you'll see, since we're getting towards the end of the board, what I tend to do is I'm making sure to always bring in my Z tier units, trying to make sure I get in the S tier units as well. Well, it's just one of them. It's just that red Janemba, right? And you'll see me kind of just sprinkling my higher tier units into the field, right? Simply because of the fact that we're getting towards the end of the board, we want to try to maximize those points out a little bit right here, right? If you're struggling with HP and stuff like that, 100% keep bringing in double healers. The thing with this is that since my Super Baby 2 is in C tier, he's my only C tier unit, he's going to be providing the heals for both of my Z tier units, since those two are going to be struggling a little bit more than the others, right? So for this, we're going to take out a red first. We'll take out Jace, And then we'll take out Raccoon because my Piccolo, my green Piccolo is going to be getting a super attack here, and he attacks towards the end, right? And then after him, we'll go for the purple Ginyu, we'll go for the green Ginyu, Birder, and then Guldo. Alright, so again, very easy fight right there, right? 6.6 million, we did get the full kill, everyone's still looking pretty decent here too. Alright, so now we are on our 20th win streak bonus, right? So we do have two options here. You can either go up here, which I don't want to do this stage. There's a lot of like damage mitigation here, there's a lot of things that you kind of do have to get through, cut through. And then you also have this 4th stage, which is the Kid Gohan stage. So it's not going to have as much points that you can yield from it, but it's such a simple stage that I think we just have to go ahead and do it. So this one's going to be a little bit tricky. We're not going to use any healers right here because I'm going to use both of my Z tier units on these sustained damage cut tiles, right? So they're going to take a little bit less damage right here, and we're going to just basically bring out all of the stops, pulling out all of the stops right here and putting in our most valuable units in terms of tiers, right? In terms of tiers, this Piccolo will be getting a super attack though, so that's going to help out a lot. So same attack order basically. We're going to go for Gohan first, then Beerus, right? We'll go for that. And then we will go for, so for attack order here, I think we're going to go ahead and go for Gohan, Beerus, Whis, Bulma, Piccolo, Shallot. Alright, so I honestly think that worked out perfectly. Like this is more than 9.7 million points off of this. That's something we definitely want to see right there. And we did get the full kill. Alright, so the next couple of stages are going to get a little bit difficult, or well, at least this stage specifically, right? So 5th stage, it is against Sagas from the movies. Right, this is a full-blown Sagas from the movies team, so it is going to be a bit annoying. Alright, so I think this is the team formation we're going to be using right here. I'm a little bit scared of this this opponent. So whenever you're scared of like the opponent or something like that, just bring in the double heals. Just bring in the double heals. So this is what we're gonna do here. So I think for attack order, I'm not too sure about this either. I think we'll go for the red cooler first because he's the most threatening. Then we'll go for the EX blue cooler, the stretchy arms Piccolo, the EX Thouser. And then we will go for this Goku, for the healer Goku. We usually save him for the last unit, but we're going to save the purple cooler for the last unit. Since we do not have a yellow on our squad, I think we are going to have to rely on the Rising Rush to finish off this fight. So like I said before, that fight was definitely difficult. We still got 9.2 million points, almost 10 million off of that, but look at how much damage our EX Nail took. He almost died there. He actually almost died there, and we actually weren't able to get either of the kills here onto the cooler or onto this Goku right here. So that's a bit unfortunate. It's okay though, the next one isn't that bad. It is a 5th stage, but it is against this somewhat like pseudo GT team with a mixture of like reds and stuff in there. I'm not too worried about this one. Honestly, I think I just use this formation right here, right? It's the last 5 fights. If people start dying, I think that's kind of okay. Alright, so for attack order here, I think I'm gonna go for Tapion first, right? We'll go for Tapion first, and then we'll get Super Baby 2, get the other red out of the way, get GT Kid Goku, this EX Yellow Rildo, and then Super Saiyan 4 at the very end. Could be a little bit bad saving the purples for the back end of our attack order for the Piccolo, but oh well. Alright, so we ended up using a lot of super attacks there, which kind of does suck, but 12 million points is pretty solid right there, right? Nails starting to get a little bit more heals there. This green Piccolo did live. And yeah, so I think that was pretty good. The next fight is going to be this 4th stage to the left of us. Again, like I know it's the last couple of fights right here. You probably want to be going for as much points as possible, but this 5th stage looks insane, right? You have this guy can super attack you. This guy can super attack you. This guy can attack 2 times. This guy has a cover change. This guy also has a cover change. I don't want to deal with any of that. Honestly, for this one, I really did wish that we brought in an extra red or something, right? Because of the triple yellows here, it's kind of like forcing us to not bring in the purples, forcing us to not bring in the nail, which is one of our Z tier units. So it's a little bit of a rough situation all around, but I think this will work. All right, so attack order here will be Kakarot Goku first, since he's the only red. And then we'll get the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Maybe we can go ahead and start working on the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, because he's going to be a big threat too, right? Since we have the triple blues going on right here. And then we'll get this easy free-to-play Goku, this EX Goku, and then the Kid Goku at the very end. Alright, so again, we did get the full kill right there. I'm happy about that. 10 million points off of the 4th stage right there. We did get the full kill, and everyone lived. Alright, so the next fight we're going to be taking on is this 4th stage ahead of us. It's going to be very easy. I was thinking about doing this 5-5 stage again to maximize our points and stuff like that right here, right? But we don't have any yellow units, and we only have one strong red unit. So I think this would just be, it wouldn't be as valuable to us. So this is the team formation we will be using right here. I'm going to let both of my greens sit this one out. Fat Boo, since he is in C tier, I only want to bring in one, or not C tier, he's in B tier. I only want to bring in one B tier unit, and that is going to be the purple Janemba, double purples. So for attack order, I do want to go for support 21 first, and then we'll go ahead and get a green unit out of the way. I think she'll be the easier green to get out here. And then we'll get the EX Mime, Android 18, purple 1000 Day Bulma, and then Panathy variant. Okay, again, very, very easy fight right there. 13 million points too. We did get the full kill, of course. And you know, we're already in the 100 million threshold. I think we could honestly stop it right there, and I think we would be good. All right, but for the last stage that we are going to be taking on, it is going to be against Tapion. We already saw this stage before. It's going to be very easy. All right, so I think this is the team formation we're going to be using right here. We're going to utilize as much of these special tiles as possible, right? So these are the special move gauge charge rate tiles. This guy's going to be getting a 20%, so he's going to be at 96% plus the 3% you get. He's going to be at 99%. On this tile, I think he's just going to get it on turn 1. And then this Janemba, he's at 89%. He's going to get it relatively quickly. And this guy will be getting the special move boost since he's already at 100%, right? So I think this was actually going to work out perfectly for us right here. All right, so right here, I think we can easily get both reds. And then we'll get Super Baby 2. We'll get this guy out of the way, and then we'll handle both of the purples at the very end, since we basically have like type neutral. We're not bringing in any greens here at all. Alright, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, we definitely could have optimized the attack order a bit more, but 19 million points off of that, man, you really can't complain, right? We almost basically got the 20 milli off of that. Honestly though, I probably could have taken off the Super Baby 2 and put in the green Piccolo, right? I think, but the green Piccolo would have took so much damage. I kind of did want to leave both of my greens on the other side, on the backup right there, right? I don't know. I think we're gonna go ahead and take this and run. So we are gonna finish off the season with 127 million points. Let's go ahead and see where we lie on the leaderboard. So the number 1 player, because of course I always like to look at the number 1 player as well. So this is what he was rocking. So he's rocking the Zaha. So I kind of had a feeling a lot of people were gonna rock Zaha, but on Sagas from the movies, that's actually surprising to me with the triple green setup right here. That EX Thouser is pretty good, but look at his backup. He has the Ultra Gogeta. I really wish like we could go into more details and look at how much he actually brought in the Ultra Gogeta, right? But overall, very, very solid team. 169 million points is what this guy got. What else was up here? Was it just like all Sagas from the movies then? Yeah, Zaha looked to be like the staple. Zaha was definitely one of the staples right here. And Ultra Gogeta being on the bench for a lot of these is, oh yeah. So he had him in there on his main rotation right there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our rank. 1046. I think that's amazing. That is amazing. Compare that with at the beginning of the season, all we saw was Ginyu Force, right? And Ginyu Force looks like to have fallen off quite a bit right here, especially in the top 1000. But that being said, let me know if you guys ranked higher than me, if you guys ranked lower than me, if you had any struggles with this season at all, or just any questions, comments, or concerns, basically, right, is what I usually say. But if you guys do enjoy the content, definitely let me know by leaving a like, and maybe even consider hitting that subscribe button. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Later!